Hi, and welcome to the Brussels Update. With the first 100 days of the new European Commission behind us, the Commission has now set ambitious goals to strengthen the EU's international position, while staying committed to a more sustainable future. Over the past month, the European Commission has released two key documents outlining its direction for the next 5 years. The first, the Work Programme 2025, the second, the Clean Industrial Deal. In this edition of the Brussels Update, we will break down what these plans mean for the maritime sector. And first, we're heading to Brussels, where we spoke with Luisa Pucha from the European Community of Shipowners Associations to discuss the EU's Work Programme 2025. What are your first thoughts on the ambitions of the European Commission?
Yes, thank you, Marjolein, first of all, for having me. We had the Clean Industrial Deal recently published. This is an initiative which really sets the tone for what the Commission will do in the next months and years. It brings together competitiveness and decarbonization into a growth strategy. And importantly, it strongly links these two elements to the security of the continent. This is something that, as European ship owners, have advocated for a number of years now. That in order for our continent to be secure, you need, on the one hand, to be competitive, but you also need to meet our climate ambition. And as European ship owners, we believe we are at the center of this transformation, of this initiative. And therefore, we have advocated very hard for shipping to be recognized, first of all, in the Competitiveness Compass that was published earlier this year. The strategic role of shipping was recognized there. This was translated into the work program. And then now we see some positive elements also in the Clean Industrial Deal.
Thanks again, Luisa, for your insights on the work program. Last week, the European Commission released the Clean Industrial Deal, marking the beginning of the ambition to strengthen the EU's industrial base. So now, let's go to Piet Ruurt and dive into this topic.
I'm standing here in Rotterdam at the office of the Dutch Shipowners Association, a change of setting from the last videos. And I am standing here because last week Ursula von der Leyen presented the Clean Industrial Deal, the European flagship to make Europe's economy both competitive and sustainable. So Luisa already mentioned some of the key highlights of the Clean Industrial Deal. And of course, a very important one for shipping is the uptake of clean fuels and the infrastructure. So I'm going to focus on 3 other aspects of the Clean Industrial Deal that can be relevant or are going to be relevant for shipping. Dank u wel. Dank u wel. So one of the 3 highlights is completing the CO2 market. And this is important to Dutch ship owners because they can play an important role in transporting the captured CO2 to storage locations. A second highlight that I would like to mention is skills. In the Clean Industrial Deal, the Commission has mentioned that skills are very important. And also for the ship owners, this is very important because seafarers need to be able to work with the clean fuels in a safe manner. And then lastly, the action plan for affordable energy. With this plan, the Commission aims to further integrate the energy union, which is also important to address challenges such as grid capacity, because grid capacity is still an issue for onshore power supply in the maritime sector.
And before rounding up this Brussels update, we will have a new team member introducing herself. Welcome on board, Hiltje.
Hi, I'm Hiltje Kroonijk. I'm 23 years old. I studied this week as Intern European Affairs at the Dutch Shipowner Association. I study international relations at the University of Groningen, and I look forward to learn more about maritime politics, both at national and international level.